Hi class. I hope you're ready. It's our last test. I'm doing different things today on your testing, so a little more challenging. So I'm super excited about it because, why not? Let's challenge ourselves. Let's see what is stored from all year, from August all the way to now. How much is stored? Super excited to find out. So what do we need? On testing day, what do we need? We need our notebook. So get your notebook. What do we do with our notebook? Of course, 40 problems. So you again, 1 to 10. Again, remember, I write in pen just because it makes it easier for you to see. Again, make your line. Please remember, if you forget how to make a nice straight line, use this, and it's a really amazing ruler. Again, that side, turn the page, and then, oops, mine was already, turn the page, and again on the next page. Do that again, okay? So get that ready, and then when you're ready to begin, push play again. So just pause it for a moment, and then the fun will begin. Here we go. We're going big. Wonder how many are going to do awesome. I think all of you are. Okay, welcome back. So as you can see, we've got presidents. And if you look at my presidents, you can see I have numbers under them. Ooh, look at that. Preposition one. Under. So like if I want George Washington, I'm going to write the number 1 for him, okay, when I ask a question. So let's kind of review who they are because I did not put them all up there. So we have George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Donald Trump. So if I want Franklin Roosevelt, if I want him to be on my number that I want, I would write the number 5 because 5 goes to Franklin Roosevelt. So again, remember the number you want is the number below the picture. Okay, are you ready? Because I have to write down the answers also. Let me turn that off. We got ding. Yeah, my phone keeps ding, 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 ding all day long. So let's see. Okay, ready? So I'm going to say a question like, who am I? And you are going to write that number. You're going to write that number next to number 1. Okay, are you ready to begin? Okay, so I am the president on the penny. What president is on the penny? Is it George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Donald Trump? Okay, so write your number. I'm going to write my number for who or what president is on the penny. And at the end I'll give you the answers. Mrs. Siebert. I'll give you the answers to see did you get the correct answers. Okay, ready? Number 2. I am the president that did not live in the White House because it wasn't built yet. What president am I? I'm going to read them a couple times, all of them, and then I'm not because I want you should know who they are. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Donald Trump. I was the first president of the United States that was African American. Just like we have, eventually we'll have a woman president. So this was something in history that was the first African American president. And then write your number. Okay, I'm on number 4 now. So number 4, the 4th problem. Ready? I am the president that the space shuttle, the NASA space station is named after me in Florida. What president has the NASA space station named after him in Florida? Okay. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Donald Trump. So make sure you write your number, and that was problem number 4. So remember, whatever number this president gets here, this number, the numbers are below. Okay, ready? My wife, this was a president, his wife ran against Donald Trump. She was the candidate that ran against. Which one of these presidents' wife ran against Donald Trump? George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Donald Trump. That was problem number 5. Problem number 6. Problem number 6. Which president is the nickels on? This president, he is on the nickel. What president is on the nickel? The nickel. George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Donald Trump. This is our president right now. Who is our president right now? Write your number. This president, let me see. Ooh, I'm going to go a little challenge. This one you're going to end up having 4 numbers. Which presidents are on Mount Rushmore? Which 4 presidents are on Mount Rushmore? So that means you're going to be writing 4 numbers. You are going to need 4 numbers for Mount Rushmore. Okay. Number 9. Which president is on the dime? Which president is on the dime? George Washington, Thomas Jefferson, Abraham Lincoln, Theodore Roosevelt, Franklin Roosevelt, John F. Kennedy, Bill Clinton, Barack Obama, Donald Trump. Again, make sure you wrote your number. That's below. Okay. So ready? Which president, when Martin Luther King gave his famous speech, I Have a Dream, that he wanted everybody to be treated the same, he stood on these steps and there was a statue behind him. What president is on that statue that was behind Martin Luther King when he gave that great speech of I Have a Dream? Okay. If you do not, well, we're going to get ready. So let's see who's got the right answer. Because I was going to say, if you still need time, it'd be a little hard because you got to rewind it to hear my question. Okay, so let me turn my body so that way. Okay, so I'm going to say the numbers. And then you are going to remember any oops you have, you just mark how many oopses you got, which is okay. Because remember, we're trying to get it all stored. Okay, so number 1 was 3. 3. So right here, so it was 3. Number 2 was 1. Number 3 is 8, the number 8. Number 4 is 6. Number 5 is 7, the number 7. Number 6 was 2, the number 2. Number 7 was 9, the number 9. Number 8 had the 4 numbers. It was 1, 2, 3, 4. I kind of had them in order. I kind of should have changed that up a little. So it was 1, 2, 3, 4. You needed those numbers. Number 9 was 5. And number 10 was 3. I'm going to show you my numbers so that way you can double check. Remember, whatever oopses you got. So these are my answers right here. Okay, those are my answers. This is like the problem number 1, 2. That's what's for that. So pause it here if you need a double check, and then write how many oopses you have. Okay, so now we're going to move on to states, okay? I put different states on here. So they're, well, not different states. They're same states. I put different numbers on here. So that means I'm going to tell you which ones I'm going to do because I'm going to ask questions about them. And then you're going to write the number. What number state am I talking about? So the states that, and I want to make sure I've got it close enough so that you can see. So these are the states that I ended up keeping. I did Arizona. I did Washington, Texas, South Dakota. I've got over here, I got Florida. I've got Georgia. I've got Alabama. I've got Kentucky, Virginia, and New York. Those are the ones that I have. So I'm going to tell you a little things about this state, and then you are going to write the number. What state am I talking about? No, you do not need to write the name of the state. You're just going to write the number, just the number. Okay, so I'm going to keep it so that I'm going to be holding it so you can see it. If it does cut off a little over here, that's okay because there's no number there. We do just need to make sure that I still show you guys your Washington. Okay, you ready? Okay, here's your first problem. Ready? I am the state that Martin Luther King was born. Martin Luther King was from this state. And I'm going to say the ones that I have. Arizona, Texas, Florida, South Dakota, New York, Virginia, Georgia, Kentucky. Oops, my paper is going. We've got Alabama, and we have Washington. So which one of those is Martin Luther King born? Where was he from? So write your number. Okay, problem number 2. I am the state where Mount Rushmore is located. I am the state that Mount Rushmore is located. Arizona, Texas, Florida, South Dakota, New York, Virginia, Georgia, Kentucky, Alabama, Washington. Okay. I am the state that we live in. I am the state we live in. I am the state where the Twin Towers used to be. The Twin Towers, now they have the beam of light. The Twin Towers used to be there. Now it's the beam of light to heaven. Okay. I am the state where George Washington was born. I am the state where George Washington was born. Arizona, Texas, Florida, South Dakota, New York, Virginia, Georgia, Kentucky, Alabama, Washington. Problem number 6. Problem number 6. I am the state where the NASA space station is, the Kennedy Space Station. Number 7. I am the state where Rosa Parks was born. I am the state where Rosa Parks was born. Arizona, Texas, Florida, South Dakota, New York, Virginia, Georgia, Kentucky, Alabama, Washington. Number 8. I am the state named after the first president. I am the state that was named after the first president. Number 9. I look like the biggest state, but really Alaska is. But a lot of people think I am the biggest state. What state am I? I am the state where Abraham Lincoln was born. I am the state where Abraham Lincoln was born. Arizona, Texas, Florida, South Dakota, New York, Virginia, Georgia, Kentucky, Alabama, Washington. Okay, so are you, okay, if you need to rewind because you need to hear that again, definitely do that. And so do that because I'm going to get ready to show the answer. Well, I'm going to say the answers and I'm going to show them. Okay, ready? Number 1 was 7. 7. Number 2, 4. So number 2 was 4. Number 3 is 1. 1. Number 4 is 5. 5. Number 5 is 6. 6. Number 6 was 3. 3. Number 7 was 9. 9. Number 8 is 10. 10. Number 9 is 2. 2. And number 10 is 8. 8. I'm going to show you. These are the numbers here. So again, push pause. So these are the answers right here along this way. So please push pause if you need to double check it. Again, write your oopses here. Okay, turn the page. Turn the page. Okay, so do you remember this week we were doing multiplication. I know, multiplication, where we had an item, we had ladybugs and jars and flowers in a pot, and they all had 5, a quantity of 5 in it. So then we did math problems that looked like this. So if I had 5 pots, and inside my pots, there were also 5 flowers. This is kind of what it looked like. So then I had my 5 pots. Inside each pot was 5 flowers, and we would go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Then I would get 25 flowers are growing. That's how many, that's the total of flowers I have growing. That's the total of flowers I have growing. So on this activity, you're going to, if you know your numbers by 5s and you can get all the way up to 100, that's awesome. If you know what they look like. If not, you probably want to get this. So you're going to push pause. That way you know you're going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So you know how to write your number. How to write your number. So I'm going to show you my items, the same things before, like the ladybugs. You have to write how many I have in all with all my dots. So it's counted by 5s. We're doing our multiplication. So you're going to each one and you're going to go by 5s. You're going to go by 5s. So let's see. Let's start off with my jars. Inside my jars, let me get a magnet. Inside each one of these jars, there are 5 cookies inside. So there are 5 cookies inside here. How many cookies do I have? How many cookies do I have all? In all those jars, how many cookies do I have? So you're going to count by your 5s. You're going to go 5, So then you are going to write that answer on your number 1 because you turn the page, so we're on the new one. So you're going to write your answer on there. Now, some of you might want to challenge yourself, and that's okay. If you want to make the multiplication problem, I'm going to write that next to it. So you would do, how many jars do you see? You see 3 jars. Times, remember that's the X. Boop, boop. How many are in each one? We said there are 5 in each one equals the answer. So I'm going to show you number 1 problem. So these are the different ways you can You can just write the answer, which is 15. If you want to challenge yourself and you want to write the math problem, 3 jars or 3 cookie jars times 5 cookies equals 15. You can do that too. So if you want to challenge yourself, I'll write them both. If you just write that answer, that is awesome. That's all I'm really looking for. But if you want to challenge yourself, challenge yourself. Write your multiplication problem. Okay, so are you ready? That's the only one I'm going to help you with. So you got 1 right already. So if you wrote that down, got it right. So now you have 9 more going solo. Okay, so ready? Here we go. So I'm going to, here are my ladybugs. Now remember, you're going to count by 5s on the ladybugs because each one of the ladybugs has 5 dots in it. So you're going to count by your 5s. I'm going to write my problem. I'm going to write the answer and the problem. Okay, I'm getting ready to move on to the next one. Remember, if you need it to last a little longer up there, push the pause button, okay? Please push that. Here's my nest. These nests all have 5 eggs in them. They all have 5 eggs. So again, you're going to count by your 5s. So count by your 5s. Here we go. If you're making the multiplication, if you're trying to make the math problem, remember, this is the first number you write. How many you see times the 5 equals da-da. Okay, so we're going to problem number 4. These are going to be my pots that are growing some flowers. There we go. Okay, here comes my next one. I need another magnet. Okay, this one definitely has a lot more jars. Definitely has a lot more jars. Okay, if you need it longer, push pause right now, okay? Okay, I'm going. Let me, okay. Oops, my magnets. Here you go. These are my pots, and inside each pot has 5 flowers growing. Okay. I'm going to keep my pots. I'm going to keep these pots. I'm going to get some more ladybugs to come. More ladybugs are going to come. Let me, wait a second, I'm missing some ladybugs. Oh, let me cut, I have too many ladybugs. I got to get rid of a couple. I need to make it into a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to keep it a little separate so that way it's a little bit easier for you to see, a little bit easier. So again, there is a lot of them. There is definitely a lot of them. So okay. Okay. This one, it seems really, really easy, but it might get some of you. It might get some of you. Okay. And our last one. Okay, let's see how we did. I know that was a little bit harder, and that's okay because this is definitely something harder. It's a harder skill. It's definitely not one that usually you're doing in kindergarten, but you guys have done so amazing. It's like, let's do it. Okay, so the first answer you should have is 15. 15. So you should have 15. Let me see if I can. So this is the first answer right here, 15. So you should have 15. If you wrote it, we all did it together. It was the 3 times 5 equals 15. Some of you might have wrote that. Okay, I'm going to slide down. The next one was 30. Your answer should be 30, 30. If you wrote the math problem, it would be 6 times 5 equals 30. Okay, the next one is 20, 20, 20. If you wrote the problem, 4 times 5 equals 20. The next one was 25. So you would have written 5 times 5 equals 25 if you were challenging yourself. So 25. Problem number 5. The answer was 40. 40. 40. Your math, if you wrote the multiplication problem, it was 8 times 5 equals 40. Number 6. The answer, oops, sorry, it's kind of showing both of them. The answer was 35, 35, 35. The multiplication problem was 7 times 5 equals 35. Number 7, the answer was 10. 2 times 5 equals 10. Number 8, your answer was 45, 45, 4 and a 5. 9 times 5 equals 45. Number 9, this is the one that was kind of like a tricky. It was just one item. 5, because there was 5 dots, 1 times 5 equals 5. And the last one, number 10, was 15. 15 is your answer. The multiplication problem was 3 times 5 equals 15. Great job. Great job. Okay, so one more. So we've already done 10, 20, 30 problems. 30 problems. Now we're going to end on something on alphabetical order. I'm going to give you 2 words. And you are going to write the word that would come first. So you might need your alphabet chart, your pink, and I do not know. I was kind of trying to clean up this area over here, and it's the mystery. Oh, there's mine. Here's your get this alphabet, ABCs, and that way you know which one comes first. Okay, so I'm going to give, so these are our noun words. These are our noun words. So this noun word is what? Horse, boat. So these are my 2, and so this is how I'm going to do this. This is not your first problem. So this is just an example of what I want you to do. Okay, so please don't do this one. Okay, so these are my 2, and what I want to know is which one would come first in alphabetical order. Would it be horse, whoops, for the H, or would it be B for the boat? Which one would come first? So if I looked on here, I have, let me put that down for one moment. Here's my B for my boat. Here is my H for my horse. B definitely comes first. So what I would write on my, now we're pretending this is the notebook, I would write the word boat. B-O, and Mrs. Sievert needs to slow her writing down. So boat, out of these two words, because I'm only going to give you two, so I'm not giving you a big choices, a lot of choices, only two words. So boat definitely comes first. Boat definitely comes first. Now say that you're like, Mrs. Sievert, I just can't write this fast. Even if you pause it, it's too hard. Then I am 100% okay if you just write the first letter. Okay? So if you, instead of writing the whole word boat, you just wrote the B was the one that came first, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I would like you to write the whole word if you can, but if you feel like, Ms. Sievert, this is, whew, you are challenging me a little too hard today. Definitely do. That just tells me that you know the B goes to the boat, and boat comes before horse in the alphabet, okay? So it would go boat and then horse, like in a dictionary. Boat comes before horse. Okay, is everybody ready? Here we go. We got 10 problems to do. 10 problems to do. Okay, so let me get the boat and the horse out of the way and give you your first two words, okay? Here are your first two ones. That didn't make any sense, Mrs. Sievert. Okay, we've got girl and fish. Girl and fish. So again, look, G for girl, so that's what you're going to look for. Does G come before H? Or H, sorry, I'm still thinking of the horse. F. Does the G come before the F, or does F come before G? Now you can say the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E, F. I heard it. G. So you hear it right away. So either write the whole word, or, let me scoot it back, sorry about that. Write the whole word, or just write the letter. And I will write both of the on mine, so that way. Okay, I'm ready. Here comes my next one. Again, if you don't feel like I'm holding it up long enough, push pause. If you're like, you know what, I'm just gonna write the first letter, I am 100% okay with that too, okay? The next word I'm gonna be doing is dad and park. So I'm gonna put them up, dad and park. So here are my two words, my two noun words, dad and park. Which one comes first in the alphabet? Dad or park? And most of you should be able to spell both of those because we've written a lot about a park in our sentences and you guys have used the word dad. Again, pause it if you need to. Okay, I'm moving to problem number 3. I'm going to do shark and beach. Shark and beach. I want to go to the beach. I'm ready. Not to see any sharks, but I'm ready to go to the beach. Okay, so sharks, we got our S for shark and our B for beach. Which one would come first in alphabetical order? Again, you can write the whole word or you can just write the first letter. So you can either write an S if you want S for shark or the B for beach. You choose what is best for you at this moment. Pause if you need to, please, because I'm going to number 4. Okay. Ready? My two are going to be brother and cat. Brother and cat. Brother and cat. Those are my two. Brother and cat. Which one would come first? Mrs. Sievert had an oops right there. And you're going to see why you do not write with pen when I show you my answer. You'll see why we don't do it and we use a pencil. Okay, again, push pause if you need a little more time to write the word. Again, if you feel like this is just too much to write all those letters, just write the first letter. So you would either write C for the cat or B for the brother. And all of you can write one letter pretty quickly. You guys are amazing at that. Okay, I'm going with mom and baby. Mom and baby. Which one would come first in alphabetical order? Mom, M for mom, or B for baby? So I did another. Mrs. Seaver is just, her brain is just having a little hard time with her testing at this moment. Okay, pause if you need to. Okay, my next one is going to be frog and lake. Those two noun words, frog and lake. So you are on problem number 6, frog, lake. Frog, lake. Again, if you want frog, just write the letter F. If you want lake, you can write the letter L if you're not going to write the whole word. Okay, push pause if you need to. Okay, my next one is pig and farm. Pig and farm. Pig, farm. Okay, I'm getting ready to move on. So push pause if you need a little longer to write your word. Okay. We're going to number 8, problem number 8. We have bug and friend. Bug and friend. Those are my 2 words. Bug, friend. Which one would come first in alphabetical order? You have 2 more left, class. You're doing amazing. Okay, I'm getting ready to put it down, so if you need a little longer, push pause, please. Okay. My next one is sister and bus. Sister, bus. Which one comes first in alphabetical order? Sister or bus? Okay, push pause if you need to. Okay, last one, number 10. I figured this is a perfect one. Are you ready? It's who I am. What am I? Yep, I'm your teacher. And where am I? I'm at school. So teacher and school. We're ending on who am I? I am your teacher. Where am I? I'm at school. So which one comes first? Okay, if you need it to a little longer, push pause. And we're done with that one. Okay, let's see. How awesome did you do? I kind of noticed I like a lot of words in our noun words. We have a lot of words that start with B. Yeah, we have a lot. A lot. Okay, are you ready? So, for number 1, who wrote, and I will show you here. So you remember you have 2 ways. You can either write it, though you wrote the whole word, or you just wrote the letter. Who wrote fish? Fish. You either wrote the whole word fish, or you wrote just an F. Fish was number 1. Number 2 was dad. D for dad. Number 3 was beach. B for beach. Number 4, see, this is where, oops, see when you use a pen, you kind of have to scribble it out. Who wrote brother? Brother for B. That's why you always want to use a pencil, because it would have been so much neater if I could erase that. So brother for B. Number 5, baby. See, there was my oops there. I was starting to write the other word. Baby, B. Baby, the B. Number 6, who wrote frog? Frog or the letter F? Frog or F? Number 7, who wrote farm? F for farm or the word farm? Let me go a little bit closer. Sorry about that. Number 8, who wrote bug? B for bug. 8. Number 9, who wrote bus? Bus. B for bus. And the last one, number 10, who went school? S for school. S for school. Okay, write your answer, or how many you got right, or sorry, not how many you got right, how many oopses you had. So we've done 10, 20, 30, 40 problems. 40 problems, and we have ended our test. So that is it. We've ended our test. Now remember, how am I going to know how you did on your test? Yeah, you've got to send it to me. That's the only way I know. So then I can surprise you with something because I'm so proud of you. So please send something to me so that way I know you did it. Send a picture. I would love it. Some people are sending videos. I love that. So you can send me a video. If your family's okay with that, send me a little video. Send me a little video. Hopefully there was no oopses because I know I like to do them. But you guys are like detectives. You find things and you find my oopses. So class, guess what? We are done. No more testing. No more testing. Next week is Science Week. Woo! Guess what I'm going to do? I'm making slime. I'm going to do a volcano. I'm kind of thinking messy stuff I'm going to be doing. My daughter's excited to help me, so it's going to be messy. And most likely it will not be here. So you will not see it here. It'll be at my house. It'll be in my backyard because it's going to be a mess. I'm probably going to need to hose it down. I'm super excited about it. So I hope you're excited about Science Week next week because I'm going to make some cool things. If you are wanting to do science too, if you want to do the slime when I'm doing the slime, I will send to your family like the different things. If they can get it, that's awesome. If not, you could just watch and see how cool it is. It's going to be messy. Oh my goodness. I'm kind of excited and scary because my daughter likes mess. And so we'll see. Okay. Have an amazing day. Thumbs up on your testing. You are amazing. Amazing. I'm blessed that you guys were in my classroom. So happy. Yeah, we did it, class. Me and you, we did it. We did it. We stored it. We rocked it. Awesome. Okay, remember, who loves you? Jesus does, and so do I. Bye.